guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. You are very, very welcome. So we are back again with a part 2 of the video we released the last time. So it's another episode with Tatenda, my journey with Tatenda. But before we start today's video,
don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to share this video. And also don't forget to comment.
yes, so thank you very much, guys. You're welcome to today's episode. So let's go right into it. Okay, you ready, right?
Yes.
What do you say?
Dribble, what do you say?
Dribble.
Chicho,
Dribble. Spasibo.
Yeah, speaking Shona, you're food risky. Anyway.
Maita bata.
Okay.
Aha. So, guys, I'm trying to learn languages, because we'll be traveling, across the whole world. So you have to try and learn the language and, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so today is a part 2 of the video we started last, which is my journey with weight loss stroke weight gain. Yeah, journey. So we spoke about the weight gain part the last video. So today we'll be talking about the weight loss part. So Tatenda, you're welcome once again.
Thank you.
Say hi to the people.
Hi guys.
Okay, so our first question for today is, when and how did you start losing weight? What happened? Did you go to the gym? Like, okay, what happened? When and how did you start losing weight?
Okay. I started losing weight when I was still in school. I was preparing to write my O-levels, and yeah, it's a national exam. Yeah, so I think it was because of the stress that I was going through preparing for the exams, and even during the exams I actually felt sick. So all that combined, yeah, I lost some weight. It wasn't that much, but yeah, I lost significant weight then. And then when I was now doing also my A-levels, yeah, the combination, I was doing sciences, so it was a difficult combination. So it really required me to be studying. So all the stress and all that also, it led me to lose more weight. And again, now when I was doing my A-levels, I was now at home. So at home, my O-levels, I was in a boarding school. Then now when I was doing my A-levels, I was at home. I was a day schooler. So there are times I would actually even walk to school just to try to save some chit money and all that. And then also I changed my diet. I became a vegetarian. So yeah, so I think all that, it made me lose weight. But my loss of weight, it wasn't I wasn't as I am now. Now I'm smaller. Yeah, but I was fine. I wasn't thin, I wasn't big, I was just medium. I was just there. Okay. Yes. So that's how I lost weight.
Okay. So a quick question for the next one. What prompted you to become a vegetarian? Did it add anything to do with your weight?
No, not at all. Because after my O-levels, like the weight that I lost during my O-levels, I think I was now feeling better about myself. Because now I was getting a lot of comments, you've got a nice body, you've got a nice structure and all that. So my confidence was coming back again. So losing weight wasn't on my mind, like at all. It wasn't. But it was just wanting to be more healthier. And yes, a bit of some religion here and there. But yes, I just wanted to live healthier life, because we were taught that being a vegetarian, it makes you live longer, and there are so many health benefits to it. So yeah, that was the reason I ventured into being vegetarian. Yeah, I am not one now. Just to clear that. But maybe we'll talk about it later why I'm no longer one.
Yeah. We want to know that. So that means we'll be seeing more of you, right?
Yes. If the invitation is open, of course, I'm always.
Why is it not open? Of course, that is the invitation is open, right? They said yes. Okay, so why you were now like the weight loss journey? Can you share with us like what is some of the experiences that you had, like when you were gaining weight, like the comments that you had from that lady that kind of brought down your self-esteem and all that? So when you were losing weight, even though like the losing weight wasn't a planned thing,
it wasn't.
Yeah, so what were you now getting nice comments and stuff? Like what were some of the experiences? Are people now appreciating you more when you lose weight? And like, can you share some of the experiences?
Okay, so yes, after I lost some weight, like I said, and after my O-levels, now yes, I was getting comments, you have a nice body, the structure is beautiful, and so my confidence started building up, like little by little. And now when I was now going to my A-levels, like I said, now I was a day scholar, and O-level I was at a girls' school. Now I was at a mixed school. I was now learning with boys, which was frightening at first, but so now even at school, I would get comments even from guys, like he'd be like, high school, I don't know, guys in my school, they liked talking about ladies a lot, and even in front of ladies. So I'll also get like comments like, oh, you have a beautiful structure. But now, in as much as I was confident about my body, they were making comments like, oh, you have a beautiful structure, but it's just that your boobs, they are small. If only they would be bigger, then you'll be perfect. So now I started having those insecurities that, okay, so it means even if I'm like this, I'm still not perfect, like there's still something that is wrong. And it was that bad, guys, that I started putting, like taking cloth, yes, and just shape it and put it inside my bra just to make it seem as if I have bigger boobs, because it was bad. I was getting comments like a lot, and they kept on coming. So in as much as I was a bit confident about myself, those comments now about my breast, like that was the only thing that was always on my mind, trying to figure out ways on how I can enhance them, and putting even those clothes or just anything that I could put. It was even actually hurting, but because of the comments, I just had to endure the pain and just to make it seem as if, and sometimes it's always been hard. So if someone wants to hug, I would shun away because I'm like, hey, my secret will be revealed. But those are some of the experiences. So it was both
positive and negative.
Yes.
But there was more positive in this aspect.
The positive was like people will be like, oh, you have a nice body, but if only you could, okay. So it was mixed with the negative. But for me, it was the negative that I was taking more because of the previous experiences when you gained weight. Yes.
Okay. So before we go to the next question, I just want to say something here, like, be your own kind of beautiful and be your own kind of perfection, because you are perfect in the eyes of God. If I try to be perfect in Tatenda's eyes, I can never reach that perfection, because there will always be a but. But you need to accept yourself the way you are. I remember I was also told, like, for me, they'll be like, you are so beautiful and everything, but it's just your height.
Exactly.
If only you were just a bit taller, you'll be perfect, you'll be the most beautiful person in the world, and all that. But you need to accept yourself and know that you are the most beautiful person in the world. Accept yourself, be your own perfection, because how you view yourself affects the way others sees you. Like, hype yourself. Stand in front of the mirror and be like, babe, God tried you. When it was great, you stand, you appreciate your curves. Because God didn't create you for you to please everybody. He created you to please himself. Because the Bible says what? When he created man, he said what? It was good. When he created the woman, God was speechless.
Oh yeah.
Because he didn't say it was good, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was speechless because it was, it is perfection. Like, yeah, that was just on the lighter note, but you are perfect in God's eye, so you don't need to be perfect in the eyes of man. Accept yourself and work on yourself. Like, just know you're beautiful. Don't try to live up to someone's standard of perfection, especially this world. This world standard is, I feel like, it's so distorted.
It is.
It's such that when you are skinny, they feel like skinny is sexy, and when you are big, it shows that some other parts will say when you are big, it shows you are healthy, and when you are skinny. But genetics has parts to play in all those things as well.
Yeah.
So we just need to learn to understand our body and love your body. So the next question I have for you is, what is your most embarrassing moments during your weight loss process? Can you share with us?
Okay, I'll just share one. Okay, I had gone to town, I was just in town, and so I was hungry. I decided to buy some food at this fast food restaurant. So I was there on the queue, and then my turn came, and it was a guy that attended to me. So I told him my order, and then while he was busy doing his things there, he was like, are you married? I was like, no, I'm not married. I was like, do you have a child? I was like, no, I don't have a child. I was like, how come you have small boobs like that? I just looked at him. I did not say anything. So there was another guy at the back too, was working with him. He was like, so because of that comment, he had to come, he literally left the place where he was working just to come and see me.
Wow.
So he came, and then they started, now they are talking to each other yes. So I was like, hey, even your boyfriend, do you even have a boyfriend yourself? Who would want such a girl like this? It's like me, I'm flat-chested as a guy, and you two as my girlfriend, you're flat-chested, so what will I be touching there? And there were a lot of people in that place. There were actually some people behind me, and some people that had just received their orders too, and now everyone was just looking at me, and now they want to see this flat-chested girl that these guys are talking about. And it was really, I don't know how to explain it, guys.
That's embarrassing.
It was very embarrassing. A part of me, I really wanted to just leave, and say, okay, forget about the order and just leave. But then I had given him my money, and he had to give me back my change. Then that was the change that I was going to use to take a bus home. So I just had to wait, and they were talking, laughing, and then now start talking about the ideal girl for them and all that, and they're saying it in front of me, and it was really embarrassing.
So you were just quiet?
Yes, I was quiet and fighting my tears from coming out, because I was teary. I really wanted to cry, but I was like, no, I will not let them see my tears. So at that point, I just enjoyed. Then it was after I left the building that I actually started crying, because it really got to me.
Wow, that's a very important point. And I'm sure the other people that were also there, none of them stood up for you, tried to defend you.
Not at all.
Anything.
Yeah, not at all. Everyone was just minding their own businesses.
Yeah. I think that's one of the major problems we are facing in today's society, is we standing up for one another. And now I would say now it has even gotten worse. What people do now in such situations is to bring out their phone and record such things.
True.
And then post it. So rather than stand up for the person, it's really not a nice thing. I was watching a video, someone posted it, and it was literally of a man that was beating up a girl. And you are taking a video and telling them, oh, it's okay, don't beat. Really? Instead of go up the lady and stand up for her.
Yeah.
So which brings us back to this, as the male gender, you need to know your strength is not to test it out on a lady. It's for you to protect them and you to stand up for them.
Yeah.
Men, every ladies out there are your sisters, and you should treat them as such. If you don't want your own sister treated that way, then don't treat them that way. And there are certain things that we don't have control about when it comes to our body, and that comes to the size of our organs, your breast or anything. You don't have control about it. That is what God has given to you, and He knows that there is someone that appreciates it that way.
Yeah.
So you don't have to try to please someone, because if you try to please them, it's not like they're going to be the one to get married to you or something.
True.
That very same thing that someone doesn't like in you is the same thing that someone else will see and be the reason why they are coming to you. So don't kill yourself because of anybody's words.
Yeah.
If they said you are too short, tell them thank you, like it like that. Someone else will come to you because of that shortness and be like, your height is perfect, and that's, you see, be perfect in you. Just always know you are perfect in the eyes of God.
Yeah.
God did not create you as a mistake. He saw you perfected, and then it's like, yeah, this is the height of my perfection. And always stand up for one another. Like, ladies, stand up for your fellow ladies. Don't go competing with them. You fight for them.
Yeah.
You stand up for them. Know that you are kings and queens. If anything happened to the crown, you don't condemn it, you fix it up for them. Yeah, do you have another thing to say to people, like the charge, like a challenge for them to be better people this week?
Okay, so the journey continued. Okay, let me just start from there. That, like I say, that I wasn't as small as I was right now. So even now, before I came here, I lost more weight, and those comments have kept on coming. Someone will come and say, oh, you look like you're hungry, you've been starved for months. And someone will come and say you should eat, like, why are you not eating? And someone will come and ask you, why is this your body organ, why are your breasts small? Like, I did not create myself. So you think if I created myself, they would be like that? No, of course not. But like, it's sometimes you don't know what someone is going through, and what you say to them matters. Like, there are better ways of approaching someone and helping them. Sometimes, okay, maybe I might not be seeing that I'm actually losing a lot of weight, maybe in terms of people that are anorexic, but there is a certain way of saying it. If now you come and tell me that I look like I've been starved for years, I look hungry, I look sick, that's going to make me feel even more insecure about myself. Like, you are making it worse, because actually it got to a point where it was bad. Like, my self-esteem was zero just because of what people were saying. Even when I'm wearing clothes, like, I feel like I'm just, it's like, a coat hanger, like something has just been put, like, it's not even nice, and because of what people are saying. So sometimes get to know what the problem is. In my case, it wasn't that I wasn't eating. I was eating, but because I didn't have peace of mind, it was eating you from inside. And sometimes you come and say, okay, you should eat, but do you know if I have food or not? You don't know if I have food or not. So sometimes, like, get to know the person, find out maybe the root problem of what is making them to be like that, but try not to say harsh words or harsh comments. Because the fact that I'm maybe thin, I know that I'm already thin. It's not like I don't know it, I know it. And maybe I am trying to work towards it, but I'm failing, and all I need is someone to give out a helping hand. So it's important for us to be very sensitive, like, get to know the person. Sometimes all that person needs is someone to talk to, and as you talk to them, you see that they start to brighten up, and you walk through them even in the challenges that they're facing. Sometimes some people may be okay, I'm mainly talking about people maybe that are small. Sometimes that's how they are. It's genes, like you said. If it's your genes, like, no matter how much you eat, you can't win over your genes.
Yeah.
And the least that you can do is to try to make that person to be comfortable in their own body, in their own skin. And that's why we see that people are dying, doing surgeries, trying to change themselves, and mostly it's because of what we say. I'm not saying that I'm exempted, because sometimes we pass comment like, see this person, she's flat, like behind. Like, if that person is always told that they are flat behind, they will try to fix it and do something artificial, and then they end up harming their bodies and all that. God is a God of variety.
Yep.
And he created us differently because variety. Am I pronouncing it well?
Variety.
Yes, it's beautiful. Variety is beautiful. And it only takes us to realize the beauty in it. Just imagine if all of us were the same, we wouldn't see this beauty. Just imagine if all flowers were white, you wouldn't appreciate the red, like the different colors, like if it's a bunch and there are different colors. So that's who God is. And variety is beautiful. All we have to do is just try to see the beauty in it and start to appreciate that beauty and variety.
Okay, so before I end this video, another thing I would also want to point out is sometimes, your family play a huge role in these things, because your family are the first people you get to be with before you really go out there in most cases. So you should train up a child such that they are already comfortable in their skin, that when they go out there it won't affect them as much. But if you are getting it from a family member that, why are you like this, why is this, why are you short, why is this thing happening, all those kind of things.
You're the only one who is different in the family.
exactly You're the only one who's different. Why are you the only one different? Why are you this, are you that? Just know that your response to them is, thank you, I was created this way because of my purpose. That was when everyone was always asking me, why am I short? And it gets very irritating. Like, and especially when I'm working with my younger sister, and she's taller than me, and I'm here, I'm going, minding my business. Why are you so short? You should be eating beans. I'm like, okay. So I always didn't know what to say until then I was reading a book about I think it's The Purpose and Power, or Understanding Your Purpose by Miles Monroe. And it was like the way a thing is created determines its purpose. For example, when you create a chair, is to fit the purpose of what? For someone to sit down. If you've created it in a way for it to stand, then it won't fulfill the purpose of being called a chair. So the same way, we are all created uniquely to fit divinely into the purpose that God has called us to be. So if next time someone asks you, why are you so tall? Just smile and tell them, it's because I'm created like this to fulfill the purpose that God has for me. I'm perfection. And I said that to someone and they kept quiet. They stopped asking me. Once I gave them the response, it was like, oh, okay. So when they ask you that, you know what to say. Okay, you are perfect. Amen. So thank you. We've come to the end of this video. So thank you so very much for staying tuned to the end of the video, and we are going to be having another journey series starting next week with another guest. And after that one, we're going to start a journey that I talked about, what I promised, which is the relationship series. There, we're going to invite our sister back. She's going to talk about how she gained her confidence. As you can see now, she's on fire. She's on fleek.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about how she gained her confidence. Even for me, how I work with my self-esteem and all those things. But I wanted you to just see different stories of 3 people who went through different things that also affected their self-esteem a lot. So thank you so much, guys, for staying tuned. So don't forget to
like, subscribe, share, comment, and to love yourself. Don't change yourself for anyone. You're beautiful the way you are.
Yes, and someone is just perfect there, looking for that very thing you're trying to change. Even if it's your laughter, they say, why do you laugh like this? It's to feel my purpose. because that
Yeah.
laughter is going to win soul for good.
Of course.
So don't change yourself for anybody. You are beautiful. So till the next video. Thank you, take care, and God bless you. Bye bye.